Hey guys, so we're back with another episode of Tacoimposters for April 14th and 20. Right? That's the right date, right? Yeah, okay. That's the right date. So yesterday was yesterday. Well, yesterday was Easter Monday, but last weekend, like 2 days ago, with Easter Sunday and then Easter weekend. So I did a few things on Easter stuff. Get out of my way. On my face. I watched a few movies on Instagram. I streamed a few movies on Instagram. Because apparently Instagram doesn't give a hoot what I do. So, hey, saying that, I'm going to get crapped over Wazoo just because I said that. But anyway. They're going to get me and be like, you can't do this anymore. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't do anything for Easter. I don't do anything for... Easter is one of the holidays you either do the one egg hunt or you do nothing. There's no middle ground. It's also been stupid windy, so I don't know if you can hear the wind in the background. You probably can. It's horridly... It's like nasty how windy it is. It's bad. They... estimated like 90-mile-an-hour winds. That's crazy. At least that's what I heard. Anyway, so yeah, Easter. I've told this before in Easter before. I never did egg hunts for Easter ever. Never. I never did a dang single Easter egg hunt ever. No, that's a lie. Because I never did a chocolate egg hunt. I did an egg hunt once to find. They were like dragon, fire, and ice eggs, and they're about this big. Because dragonfire, see, and it's like cold kind of wind. Oh, it's bad. Anyway, dragonfire and ice was like a show, and I think they were Mega Bloks who did it. I don't think it was Lego, but I'm not 100% sure. But I vaguely remember Mega Bloks, so I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, the camera's shaking. Oh my gosh, the camera's shaking in so much wind. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. That's the only egg hunt I ever did. I never did chocolate egg hunts, never. I did get stuff for Easter though. I got like presents for Easter. I got so cold. So cold. I got I think I've talked about this before. I got emerald for that's my favorite one. I got I think it was the diamond and pearl strategy guide, or like Pokédex / strategy guide, and then I got emerald. And those are two I can remember. I think I got a few other ones, but they were just like whatever kind of toys, dollar store, like whatever's that I don't care about. But those two are great because Emerald's my favorite game. It's not my favorite game. It's my favorite Pokemon game. Ooh, there's a cat. There's a cat there. Hello. I don't know, lots of animals like to come into my yard for some reason. I've had bunnies, 2 cats, there were squirrels last week. So, crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so Emerald's my favorite Pokemon game, so, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I played Diamond and Pearl more. I've been playing Diamond and Pearl for like 3 years or something. So, something, long time. Like, that's the one that I played. I probably played that one the most, to be honest. But, yeah, so. Yeah, so. That's what I got things for Easter. Toys for Easter, so. Which I heard that was not a thing. And as a kid, when I like found out it's not a thing, I was like, "What? You don't get toys for Easter?" And they're just like, "Nope, not at all." What are you doing? Cat, get away! Go, shoo, shoo! Nah, the cat's just like standing there, like. I'm like, "Go!" And he's just like, You know, like, man, whatever. Anyway, You know when the animal just stands there and looks at you like, oh. Like, it did something bad, but it doesn't understand why, or you want it to do something, and it just stands there and looks at you like, huh? What? That's exactly what the cat did. It's like, go away, and the cat just looked at me like, what? Anyway. So, yeah. I remember that. I asked my friends, and they were just like, no. I'm like, you don't get presents for Easter? And they're like, no. Not at all. It's like, oh. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, that was Easter, and so yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Atari is going to do casinos. Okay, so they started with hotels, and now they're going to do casinos. I don't know if these casinos are in the hotels, because I didn't do any research about before this, but I don't know if these casinos are going to be in these hotels. Possibly. Like, kind of like Las Vegas. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. Atari making casinos? Why? Again, it's not a company that people are like, oh yeah, Atari. Yeah, I associate Atari with gambling. Like, really? I don't know. Are there going to be Atari themed games? What is this? Or is it going to be like Konami where they make their own games? I think it's Konami anyway. Who make their own, like, newer games. Like, they just, you know. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really care. Because I don't think I'll ever actually go to them, to be honest, but hey, if you like them, if they turn out to be okay, if they're fine things, fine, I don't care. I have nothing against it. It's just a company that you're just like, casinos? Why? Oh, I just hit it with my... Okay, I was like... It's like the hotels. It's like, really? Hotels. Like, Atari. Of all the people, all the video game people to make... Oh, like to start trying out hotels. It's going to be it's cold. It's going to be Atari. I don't know. I don't think it'll be that bad, honestly. But I do just like... I'm like, why? Atari, you're not exactly popular right now. Like I said, I think, when I was talking about the Atari hotels, like, but your peak was in like the 82, 83. It's like, you're not exactly popular right now, so why Atari of all people trying this? I don't know. Anyway, I mean, they're a licensing company now, so they just send, like, hand their name off to other people, and they make stuff for them. Like the hotel, they're getting like a cut of the hotel or something. So it's probably the same thing. It's probably like they're getting a cut of somebody else doing a casino. They're just slapping their name on it. Boom. Like, there you go. You know? So. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just trying to see, like, why Atari and casinos. Like, what makes that the connection? What's the connection here? Why Atari and why casinos? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Maybe it's going to be great. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't see how that could, like, what the connection is. Why Atari and why... I don't know. They want to make money. There's people who go, hey, people like Atari. Someone's going to buy Atari. Not buy Atari, but, like, someone would make something for us, so... The way they made that stupid speaker hat, and it was supposed to be a smartwatch, but it never went anywhere. There was a Kickstarter for it, but it never actually... The product was never actually made. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what Atari... Not that it's a bad thing, but... Atari making... casinos. So, I don't know. I don't really care. To be honest, I'm probably never going to go to one of them, so. Unless somehow I happen to be in some place where they have one. I don't even know how long and where and when. And anyway, it just seems kind of strange to me. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Atari casinos. You know what I've seen recently? I found all these videos of Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, like 100%ing them or speedrunning them, and I'm like, why? Of all the games, I guess they're the ones where you could actually completely complete, depending on the game, but you could like complete them faster, easier. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I was watching a guy try to get a perfect game in bowling and Wii Sports bowling, and I'm like, that must be so boring though. But I guess it's easy to do because there's not a lot of little things. I don't know. But it also shows how hard those games are. And not hard because they're hard because they're bad. Because they're not perfect. I remember that. Everybody thought that was like getting great exercise from that. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, from the Wii. Anyway. But yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's strange. But like, who thought, oh yeah, of all the games we could either speedrun or 100% complete, we're going to do Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort? I know that people do like Wii Fit and there's other ones too, where it's like, but why? Why? Of all the games you could do, why are you choosing these games? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fairly entertaining in terms of like, just to learn, see if they can do it. Because that's something you think of, you know? You're just like, you just play them to play them regularly. It's like, I don't know. I saw somebody speedrun Wii Sports Resort golf, and I'm like, what? Why? What? How? How do you, like, get it right? Because it's not like other games where if you just do the exact same thing perfectly, it'll work, like, the same every time. Right? No, it's very much set up. It's like, I feel like it would be different every time. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a speedrunner, so don't ask me anything about speedrunning. I like watching speedrunning. Like, I'll watch Games Done Quick, or Summer Games Done Quick, or Awesome Games Done Quick. Out there. Because it's Games Done Quick. I know there's two. Summer Games Done Quick and Awesome Games Done Quick. And these are just a regular Games Done Quick. I don't know. Anyway. So I like watching them. I don't know. Yeah, so. But I don't know anything about them, really. So. Yeah. Yeah, so. It's just weird. Like, why would you want to speedrun? Like, it's not like it's super entertaining. At least I would think it's like completely boring, but maybe to some people it's like, oh, they get to learn the nuances of how this works, and they get to like try. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't ask me why you'd want to do that. Anyway, so yeah, and apparently the price for Wii Sports is shot up. Why? Maybe it's for the people who are like speedrunning it and completing and 100% completing them, and I don't know. I've only seen it within the past like 3 years, so it wasn't like it was a big thing, right? But then again, I don't know how long speedrunning's been around for. I'm sure speedrunning's been around since the frickin' 90s. It just wasn't called speedrunning. Like, there wasn't a community for it, you know? But anyway. But yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I've only seen these like speedrun / complete 100% complete completionist things within the past like 3 years. So I don't know why it's shooting up in price. I don't know. Maybe it's a good game and people are realizing, oh yeah, it's great. But that's the thing, right? It came with literally, well, okay, I was going to say it came with literally every Wii. It didn't. It came with every Wii until like 2008, maybe? 9? Maybe 9? Because I had got a Wii in 2008 and it still came with Wii Sports, so. But my friend got one, I think, a year later? Or 2 years later? And his did not come with one. But his was the model that didn't have, I believe, didn't have GameCube backwards compatibility. Which is stupid. I was like, why'd you get rid of that? Isn't it just more work for you to take it out? I don't understand. Okay, the Wii Mini, okay, sure, it's a whole different console. But you literally had to make a console Because it looks like the Wii, just with no GameCube ports on top. So for me, I'm like, but why? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. You have to now go in and make a whole other thing without that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, I have no idea why it went up in price. Maybe it's like a good game. People are realizing it's a good game because it's a decent game. Wii Sports is a decent game. It was a perfect game to give to bundle with the Wii. I think it was the best decision Nintendo made because we had a game and it wasn't crazy like, oh, they're giving you a full game, right? Like a full, AAA game. But they weren't giving you nothing where people just go, oh, I have nothing to play now, right? It was a perfect game. And I think I agree with a lot of people who say they should have done that with 1-2 Switch for the Switch. They should just bundle it with the game because it's a game you play once and you never touch again. You're like, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm never gonna touch it ever again. That's it. Because it's just basically a tech demo of what the Joy-Cons can do. The Wii U Switch Joy-Cons can do. So, with their like HD Rumble and all that. So I'm just like, why didn't you just bundle it with the thing? I don't know, with the system. I don't know. It's. I never got one, so I'm not complaining out of personal experience, but like, I just think it was stupid because it was like full retail price. I'm like, what? They didn't even make it cheaper or anything. No. It's not a game we're ever gonna remember and be like, oh yeah, that game's amazing. I'm like, it's great, fantastic. You gotta play it if you have chance. You gotta play it. No, nobody's gonna ever say that. Unlike Wii Sports, where there's at least something in there that's like a little. There's redeeming qualities to that game. Tennis, bowling, boxing, they're good. Baseball and golf. To me, I think golf is boring. Right? Boring and not super accurate, so it just doesn't feel like it works very well. At least in my opinion. The Wii Sports Resort one is a little bit better, but it's still golf. It's golf. It's not the most exciting thing to play. Anyway, but yeah, that game you're gonna remember and be like, oh yeah, that game has redeeming qualities, so people would want it. Anyway, that's what I think about that. I don't know. So yeah. Those Wii games weren't actually that bad. Wii Sports, we play Wii Sports Resort, Wii Music, Wii Party, Wii Fit. I never played Wii Fit, so I don't know about Wii Fit. And I never played Wii Party Plus or Wii Party Motion. I think it was like Wii Party Motion or Plus, something like that. I played the first Wii Party. It was decent. It was okay. It wasn't great. I played Wii Play a lot. Wii Play because I got Wii Play because I wanted just a different game. And it happened to come with a controller. I didn't care for the controller, to be honest with you. When I first got it, I did not get it because it had a controller. I got it because it was another game. And it wasn't super expensive either. I remember I played the absolute crud out of Wii Sports. I would just constantly play Wii Sports all the time. But the only game I had for the system at the beginning, for the first few months, to be honest with you. And then I was bored, so I'm like, give me some other games. So I got Wii Play. They're not bad games. Now Wii Music is not accurate whatsoever. It's very bad, very weird, and doesn't work super well. But it's a great game. If you take out how inaccurate it is to music, like how it's not teaching you music at all, like it's doing nothing, and you take it as a game, it's fine. It works. It's so cold. I'm also in the shade, and this doesn't help. That doesn't help, but yeah. So yeah, they're okay. Again, they're not games that we're gonna go into the history books as being like the best games ever, but people are gonna have fond memories of them. I'm sure. I guess kind of like how they have fond memories of, I guess, Wii Sports, maybe that's another thing. Maybe it's people getting their Wii Sports again. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. I have no idea. Like, wanting Wii Sports again, they're like, oh, they're nostalgic for Wii Sports because those people who were, like, playing it at, like, 10 or, like, now 20, you know, so it's like, oh, yeah, they have the nostalgia for it. I don't know. Don't ask me. But, yeah. So, I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah, so that's that. And what else could we talk about? Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. What else could we talk about? I don't know. Trying to see what we can talk about. Yeah. Yeah. Those were okay. I don't know. Switch games came out. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm trying to remember what to do. What else? Yeah. So, those games weren't that bad. They were good. And then they had nothing of the sort really for Switch. For Switch. Well, they had like 1-2 Switch. But they did for Wii U. They had Nintendo Land, but people didn't think that was like... I mean, I guess that's the same thing. It is akimbo. Because all those things were just kind of minigame compilations. Well, they were like... Some were sports, some were minigame compilations. So like, Wii Sports, Resort were sports. And then We Play, We Party, or like minigame compilations. So I guess... Nintendo Land was kind of the same thing for Wii U. It's so cold. The wind. Oh, cold again. By the way. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. What else did we talk about? I don't know what to talk about. I have no idea what to talk about. Let me just check. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, come on, switch to. No, of course not. I was messing around with a PSP, and I found that you could put books on your ebooks on your PSP, and I was just like, okay, sure, why not? I did it. I don't know. It's cold, but yeah, I was kind of just like, why? I have a phone. I have a smartphone. Why at this point do I want it? But I guess it was the proof. Like, I just wanted to like see. Oh yeah, I wanted to see a ebook on my PSP. I don't know. Sort of like how people make like random applications for like old computers or old like game consoles or old like new games or new applications for either game consoles or like weird like handheld like PDAs or phones from like 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. You just want to see it work. Like you can put Doom on your TI-83 Plus calculator, and it's just like, why would you ever want to play Doom on your TI-83 calculator? 83 Plus calculator. It's like, it's not the point. It's a terrible game. It's just the fact that it's running on your TI-83 calculator. But that's the thing, right? It's not. That game isn't exactly hard to run. You can run it on your frickin' toaster if it has internet, if it's internet enabled, like Internet of Things, or your microwave. I've seen it run, okay, on the touch bar of the MacBook laptop, the one with the touch bar on the, I've seen it run on that. I'm like, how do you even figure out that can display something other than whatever they programmed it to? I don't even know. It's crazy. So Yeah, because there's a lot of there's apparently a lot of applications for the PSP. Well, not a lot, but there's a few applications that you can use. You can put movies on it. You can put music on it. You can put videos on it. You can put music, movies, books. Apparently, you can do podcasts too. I don't know. It has to be hacked PSP, but it's pretty good. I don't know. I pulled it out because I looked it up. Can you put books on your PSP? Well, no. I actually looked up, can you put comic books, because I remember looking for, on the original PlayStation Portable, PSP, there's a section to put comic books, but you need a special application, which doesn't exist. Well, it might exist still. You might be able to download it still, but I can't download it directly from my PSP, because I can't connect my PSP to the internet anymore, because it has, I think it's WAP, a WAP internet you need. Is it WOP? WAP? Anyway. And that's not something I use anymore. Or most people use anymore. So, like... So I couldn't download it directly. So I looked it up. Like, is there an application to do that? And then and not really. Kind of. Anything. The only thing that came up was, like, try this ebook one. It's called Book R. So, I was like, oh, okay. And I downloaded it. I got some ebooks and... I don't know. I never was an ebook person. It's always a hold physical book kind of person. But it's good if you don't have the book, you know? You could find an ebook of it and read it. Now, I was an audiobook kid, just not an ebook kid. I never liked ebooks. I don't know. Also didn't have the devices to read them as a kid. My mom's kind of like, you got a library? Go to the library and pick up a real book. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that's basically what I did. I tried reading, or using the like 100 classic books for the DS. Is it 100 classic books? I think they're 100 classic books for the DS. And it wasn't great. It was just a really weird experience because, like, it's not a game, so it's like, what is this? This is weird. I tried reading Dracula on it, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. No. Which, I don't know, it's probably just the fact that I didn't want to read it, not necessarily that it was on a DS. It was more just the fact that I didn't want to read as a kid. I hated reading as a kid. No, this is stupid. This is dumb, but, hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, so, I don't know, I just did that. It was fun. It was easy to do. Super, super easy. Put the books on. Well, some of the books didn't read, so I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't read some of the books. I don't know. Something didn't work well. I didn't read any of the books. I went to one website for, like, ebook websites or PDF websites, like PDF book websites. And I mean, the one that I got was all public domain books, but which, now don't get me wrong, public domain books aren't bad. It's just I wanted something a little bit more than public domain. But hey, anyway, you know, so there are all the things like Shakespeare and Robin Hood and what else? All the public domain books. You know, Charles Dickens, all that stuff. Tom Sawyer. Who made Tom? Who wrote Tom Sawyer? Mark Twain stuff, you know, that kind of stuff. So, Robinson Crusoe, Treasure Island, that kind of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not bad. It's just maybe I wanted something else. It's also kind of surprised when I couldn't find, like, other books. I was like, it's the internet. You can find anything on the internet. But hey, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's what I did. Cause I got my PSP for Christmas 2018. Christmas 2018. And then hacked it a couple of weeks later, or maybe like in January. Anyway, but yeah, of 2019. But yeah. So. And I put like everything on it. I put all the game stuff, all of this, that, the other things. I didn't try anything else other than games, but I finally did, and I'm like, okay. Because it's really weird, because it's not like an ebook where you just click a button and it like just goes, right? I mean, it is, but it's set up differently, and it's weird. It's a little bit weird interface of the app, but it works for what it is. Give me book suggestions to read down in the comments below, because I want to read good books, because I have a lot of books that I want to read. Okay, my problem is, I find books in like thrift stores and like secondhand bookstores and stuff like that. Right? And I'll find them like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I'll get the book, right? And then the book will be like 3 in a series of like 7 or something. Or like the second book in a series, and I'll be like, oh, but I can't read that because I don't have the first one. So stupid. You know, for my opinion. That's my problem. I'll always be like, but how about that? Oh, I can't read it now. So give me book suggestions down below, please. Please give me book suggestions. I want to read good books. Because I read... Because the only 2 books I ever liked reading... Well, 3, but it's not really a book. I don't consider it a book the same way the other 2 are. Because I read Back to the Future Part 3. But it's just a novelization of the movie. Which is actually not a bad book. It's just... And then I also have the novelization of E.T., which apparently had a sequel to it, which is the only official sequel to E.T. They never made a sequel to the movie, so... That's a movie I feel like they might remake. I feel like you could see a remake of that movie. I don't know why, because they made... I don't know. I feel like it would. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. And that book, and then Ready Player One was my favorite book until I read Andy Schrock's Yesterday Erased. That is my favorite book ever. Oh, it's so good. So good. Because it's the only book that ever kept me going, kept me like engaged, kept me wanting to read. It was so good. So good. But those are the only 3 books I ever read. Like I wanted to read. Like I read them. Now when I was really young, between the ages of like 5 and 10, my mom read like lots of books to me. Lots and lots of books to me. All the classics. Well, not all the classics, but a lot of classics. You know, Moby Dick and I think Alice in Wonderland and ooh, what else? I don't know. There's a few other ones. Charlie and Chocolate Factory. That's a rolled out. What else? Yeah, so you know what I mean? So, that kind of stuff. But as a kid, I never personally read anything ever. Never. No. Oh, it's cold. Man, I think I'm going to be done soon because it's so dang cold. But yeah. So that was books. Oh, I read Charlie Bone. That's a fine series. I did a review on that series. That series is weird because it's very much trying to be like a Harry Potter-esque thing, but like be different. On the back of the book, I don't remember which one, but on the back of one of the books it says, "Great book to read while they're waiting for the next Harry Potter book." Like they knew you really want to read Harry Potter, but this is okay to hold your until you get your Harry Potter that you want. You know, that you're actually craving. So, that you want, you know. I never really got super into that book series. My brother did, and my friend did, my best friend did, but I never did. No. Cause if you don't know that story is like kids have these like powers, you know. So like the main character Charlie, he can jump into pictures, or he can hear pictures and then jump into them. And then there's other ones who like, you know, shapeshifters and control the weather and whatever, so stuff like that, you know. Werewolves, stuff like that, you know. I recommend the series. I liked from what I read up till. It was a fine series. I also read City of Ember. Those were great books too. City of Ember. I never finished them. I read the first 2? No, I read because there's 4. No, I think I read them all actually, eventually. But as a kid, I only read the first one. I didn't care about the rest. My brother read them all, and they were like great. That series is like a. I think they're supposed to be like a. I'm not sure if like a world war or like a nuclear something disaster, nuclear war or something, and they all like they like go underground and they make like an underground city. Anyway, that's great. Obviously, I read like comic books. Like I read Calvin and Hobbes and Garfield and Peanuts, but I never. But those aren't books the same way like real novel books are books, you know. So, yeah, I want to find good books to read. I also want to do something other than like stare at a screen all day. But yeah, I want to find good books to read. Put recommendations down below in the comments below. Please, 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 please. Yeah, so how long is this going for? 36 minutes? I don't know what to talk about. I never have anything to talk about. Put in the either comments below or email me topics. Just, I need stuff to talk about because I've not 100% run out of things to talk about, but one day I'll turn the camera on and go, I've got absolutely nothing to talk about. It'll happen. I know. Or you won't see one for a while because I'll be like, I have nothing to talk about. Or certain weeks I'll have nothing to talk about. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. I don't know what much to talk about. Yeah, books. Those are books. Also, there's a lot of books I found, like, I had as a kid that I want to find again because they were so good. They're so good. Like, there's one called Puzzle Island. Oh my gosh. Now, just to look at the pictures, it was like it was the most beautiful book, and I had as a kid. I just loved looking at the pictures. It was so, like, it looks so nice. Because it's a fully illustrated book, fully illustrated. So every page is just huge. Because basically the whole story of that book is this guy is on an island, and he's on an island. Or no, he's like is he a mad scientist? Or is he an inventor or a traveler? Something like that. I don't remember what he is. But he has these animals, right? And he's trying to get these animals off the island, and they're extinct animals, and you have to figure out what the animals are based on the clues that they give on each page. Because on the whole page is on the outside of the page, on the rim, like on the, I guess on the like border on the of the page, you'll have the alphabet, but it'll have certain parts like letters missing, and then in the picture you're supposed to take those letters and make animals and look in the picture and see like through silhouettes or through like clouds or on like shrubs in the shape of these like animals. And then you take those and then you find, I don't know, it's a whole puzzle game. It's a book. It's a fantastic book. I love it. Just to look at the pictures, it's absolutely fantastic because it looks so nice. Anyway, that's a great book. I read it as a kid. It's so good. Yeah. So, what else? Yeah. Also read some bizarre books. You want a really bizarre book? Look up The Second Mrs. Giocondo, because apparently Mrs. Giocondo was the person that Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa, right, was based on, or was the woman that Leonardo da Vinci painted in the Mona Lisa was Mrs. Giocondo apparently, and so this book was like The Second Mrs. Giocondo. Bad book. I don't even know why it was so bad. I think it was boring and weird, a little weird. But anyway, that's a bizarre book. Bad. Very bizarre. So, yeah. I have no idea what else to talk about. I guess that'll be it then. I guess that'll be it. If you want to contact me, link in the description for the email Tacoimposters@gmail.com. Your comments, questions, comments, concerns, put them there. I have a Discord, so that's also linked in the description, and the Patreon. Patreon.com/wingwong. still don't know what to put on that dang Patreon. Help me. Put it in the comments below. Or email me. Or Discord. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah. So, I think that'll be it for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.